Hi, I'm Catherine Young, and in this segment, we will be discussing startup reporting and transparency. Two pillars that really ensures that our business maintains trust and credibility with the investors, with partners, and other stakeholders alike. So, effective reporting, albeit boring for some, is really the cornerstone of governance. It fosters transparency. It ensures we have alignment between the startup and its stakeholders, and it supports data-driven decision making. For startups, establishing this structured reporting practice early on not only helps them in maintaining investor confidence, but it also helps track the progress against all their strategic objectives. The governance toolkit stresses that reporting should be tailored to your company's stage of growth and should evolve as your organization matures. Now, the important of startup reporting is firstly, it builds trust. There's transparency, regular reporting between you and your stakeholders. And by sharing your successes, your setbacks, and your lessons learned, there's a culture of honesty and integrity that ensues. And open communications really strengthen those relationships. The second pillar of this is informed decision making, and well-prepared reports enables leaders to make the decisions. From new product launches to data-backed reports that help you with info necessary to pivot or to scale or make the next step is so important. Thirdly, regulatory compliance and staying compliant with local, international tax laws, employment laws, industry standards. These are all important parts of making sure that legally you meet your obligations. Lastly, stakeholder alignment is just as important, and reporting isn't only for investors, it's also for your team alignment. It shows everybody's aligned, the leadership, the employees, and that you, as the founder of the business, continue to check and understand the company's direction, the goals, and the progress. Now, nobody likes reporting, let's be honest, but reporting does make certain worlds go round. And the types of reports that you will find should evolve your startup as it grows. And the toolkit suggests some of the following reports. If you pre-seed or seed stage, at this stage, it's informative. It's informal, it's narrative based. Monthly updates often just focus on what you've achieved, a milestone or a product development or some customer feedback and challenges that you're facing. And then these updates help your investors to stay ahead of you and your startup's journey. Then as you get a little bit older into Series A, you get more capital, it prepares you for growth, and there's more formalized quarterly reports that you're required to do. It requires a deep analysis of your financial performance, your customer acquisition, your product market fit, and how your team's coping, and the expansion of your team and any risks. Series B and beyond, well, that is hectic. That's big. You've got revenue streams, you've got growing customer bases, and more reporting requirements. And at this stage, it should be so detailed within financial forecasts, sustainability goals, long-term strategies for scaling. So depending on the size of your business, so the reporting requirements will change. There are a number of reporting metrics that are looked at for you in the business, and the toolkit specifically emphasizes the importance of tracking both qualitative and quantitative metrics. Let's look at some of the quantitative. Financial. This is your revenue growth, your gross margin, your EBITDA, your cash burn rate, your rule of 40, how much runway have you got left. And this gives you an indication and your investor of your financial health. Secondly is operational metric, how your employees are growing, how the products are being developed, and the supply chain efficiencies, and how the company is executing on the operational strategy. These are all important metrics as you go. Customer metrics is just as important. And yes, of course, for software as a service business, these may be more important than for others, but every business has its customer metrics and things like cost of customer acquisition costs. We call it CAC, customer lifetime value, CLTV, and churn rates, which are so vital for understanding the market position and profitability of your business. You can spend a lot of money on marketing and not show returns. So you have to measure these these customer metrics. Then we talk ESG, environmental, social, and governance. And these metrics are so important. They've become so important at attracting investors and partners, and not really just for reporting to investors, but for the real impact. And these are impact on social initiatives, governance practices. These all help the startups align with the global standards required to meet investor expectations. So there are a number of best practices that you can implement in reporting. Find somebody who really understands the reporting requirements, who likes it a little bit. And then to make this reporting effective, this toolkit offers several best practices. Firstly, you cannot do the same thing over and over expecting different results. So bring standardization into the mix. Establish a template for financial reports, investor updates, operational dashboards. And then once you've got sign off that everybody is getting what they need, ensure that consistency and clarity runs throughout the reports is important. It's so important to review those templates on an annual basis. Have a regular cadence. That's the second thing. A regular schedule for updates, whether it's monthly, quarterly, or annually, just truly helps the stakeholders anticipate what's coming when they will receive the new information. And again, you form trust and consistency with the cadence, the regular cadence of reporting. Thirdly, your reports can give the facts, but if it has actionable insights, not just present the data, but give the insights on how you can action those, it's so important to highlight the opportunities, the risks, suggested actions, potential strategic changes. But this keeps everyone involved and keeps you focused on your goals. Lastly, stakeholder feedback, gathering the feedback from your stakeholders about what they find useful in reports, what they can change, what they can improve is really important. So get that regular feedback so that you can understand how regularly you should engage with your investors, your advisors, your employees, and make sure that you meet the needs of them for reporting. Now, I hope that you've enjoyed this section on reporting. In the next segment, we'll be diving into ESG, and we've touched a little bit of it on reporting as well, but the ESG considerations and impacts specifically, and why environmental, social, and governance factors are becoming so increasingly important for businesses in today's world. I want to leave you with this thought: what you can measure, you can manage. And the only way you measure is through relentless reporting. Good luck and keep on reporting.